From the KBIA newsroom in Columbia, I'm Yasha Mikawaichuk. A new decade-long study finds that weed killers and insecticides are polluting U.S. rivers, especially in the middle of the country. The U.S. Geological Survey sampled water for 80 pesticides. In the Missouri River at Hermann, Missouri, for example, scientists found concerning levels of pesticides 24 times. Meg Shota is a USGS hydrologist. She says the Midwest and Mississippi River Basin are a particular concern.
That makes sense and aligns with what we've seen in the scientific literature because we know that pesticides are applied heavily agriculturally and that a lot of agriculture happens in this basin.
One pollutant that kept appearing in water samples is atrazine, a popular weed killer for crops like corn and sorghum. And multiple state officials and entities have filed an appeal with the Missouri Supreme Court to challenge a Jackson County judge's decision to strike down several abortion restrictions. Judge Jerry Zhang ruled in June that several state laws violated Amendment 3, or the Right to Reproductive Freedom Initiative, which Missouri voters passed in November 2024. The ruling cleared the way for Planned Parenthood locations in Kansas City, St. Louis, and Columbia to provide medication abortions. Petitioners signed on to the appeal, which challenges the validity of part of the Missouri Constitution. This means it must be heard by the Missouri Supreme Court. Voters will decide whether to keep a sales tax that helps fund the state park system. Jason Rosenbaum reports from St. Louis on why backers of Amendment 1 are cautiously optimistic about the upcoming vote.
Amendment 1 reauthorizes the state's 0.1% sales tax that funds water and soil conservation projects and the Missouri State Park System. It faces no organized opposition and was last reauthorized in 2016 with more than 79% of the vote. Kendra Varnes-Wallace is the executive director of the Missouri Parks Association. She says people like the sales tax because it keeps the state's park system accessible for Missourians.
They can go for a walk, they can go for a hike, they can picnic, and basically it is free to get in.
Missourians will decide the fate of Amendment 1, as well as 3 other proposed constitutional amendments, on August 4th. I'm Jason Rosenbaum.
And starting today, the city of Columbia is giving repeat parking offenders the boot. Vehicles of 4 or more unpaid parking citations could have clamps put on their wheels. Drivers who've already had a court date about their fines will receive a 72-hour warning that gives them another chance to settle their debt before an immobilization device is attached. The city also uses what's commonly known as the barnacle, a device attached to a windshield to obscure a driver's view if drivers rack up enough unpaid tickets. I'm Yasha Mikawaichuk, KBIA News, Columbia.